"21 years of pioneering HIV care attracted hundreds of well-wishers to London's Southwark Cathedral, celebrating faith in action across the world."
We're delighted to be here in the heart of London today to celebrate 21 years of HIV/AIDS care in the United Kingdom. Today we're all part of the Mildmay family, and it is a real joy to welcome you as we come to give thanks to God for the work that we've been doing together and for all those who have come to wholeness in Christ, that they might have life in all its fullness.
Lord, in the sick, in the homeless, in the prisoner, in the lonely, we find you.
Mildmay began in the 19th century as a response to the cholera epidemic in London's East End. Since then, Mildmay has been at the forefront of providing quality care, training and support. It was in February 1988 that Mildmay opened Europe's first AIDS hospice and began its journey of faith into the realm of HIV and AIDS. For Mildmay, the devastating scourge of the AIDS pandemic in Africa soon drew it to countries like Zimbabwe, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania and Rwanda.
I'm delighted to be given the opportunity to talk to you people. I'm going to read a gospel verse from Matthew 5, verses 31 to 40. Jesus said,
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mildmay Robert. I'm proud to introduce to you the Noah's Ark Choir from Mildmay, Uganda, of which I am the choir master. We are all clients of Mildmay, born with HIV, living positively, thanks to Mildmay's care and provision. The choir was formed 3 years ago, funded by donations from Oslo International School,
Now an international body, extending its reach to Russia, Eastern Europe and other countries limited in resources, Mildmay has adapted to changing times.
In the early days, Mildmay's focus was very much on care, on end-of-life care. But as medication has improved, Mildmay's focus has shifted. For example, in the UK, Mildmay has gone from running an AIDS hospice to offering rehabilitation to people with HIV-related neurocognitive impairment, with over 45% of patients admitted returning to independent living.
And as every 15 seconds brings yet another child infected by HIV, there's no room for complacency.
You know, in this country, it's easy to believe that somehow HIV has gone away. We don't hear much about it, except maybe on World AIDS Day, 1st of December. But the numbers of people living with the disease is growing. It's growing internationally. There's now in excess of 35 million people in the world living with HIV and AIDS.
Mildmay looks ahead to a continuing commitment, which goes far beyond physical need, to the emotional and spiritual welfare of people of all ages, genders and sexual orientation. It's a commitment which the attendees of the Southwark Cathedral service were reminded requires deep pockets. Like when the Mildmay chair, supported by a staff day of prayer, went cap in hand to their funders, North East and North West Thames, to pay for salaries.
We were praying in the chapel, and when she got there, they said to her, how are things? She said, we need £300,000. They said, we'll give you 150,000 if North East will give you the other 150. She went scuttling across to North East, and they agreed to give her that. So by the time we'd finished the day of prayer in the chapel, Helen was back, telling us that God had yet again provided for our needs.
Whatever obstacles Mildmay faces, they're ones it can face shoulder to shoulder with the Church.
Let us now recommit ourselves to our calling and walk together with courage and confidence into the future which God has prepared for us and for those who need our care and His.
My brothers and sisters, God has brought us to this point, but the journey continues. I ask you to recommit yourself to the ministry to which each one of us is called, and to ask for the strength to do all that we still have to do.
So the battle goes on. But while HIV was once a death sentence, 21 years on, Mildmay continues to transform lives and strives towards a world in which everyone living with HIV can have life in all its fullness.
Mildmay has come of age, 21 years of continuous service, and we're thankful to God, and we celebrate that today. But I invite you to join us in the next exciting stage of the journey. Thank you.